And we're back.
And we're back. Enjoyed your Pride?
Oh, I took a Pride vacation.
Oh yeah. I was kind of worn out. I took a break like that Monday to Thursday. Like, whew, I didn't drink at all.
I haven't done a video. I just needed to take a mental moment.
Okay, that's fair. So the BET Awards, starting the beginning of the week, Sunday, and there was a lot of stories that came from it. The BET Awards, I don't mind it these days. It's not like the Source Awards. I think like it's an actual good show now.
Everybody did seem to really enjoy it. I saw that Sunshine Anderson was there, and I was just like, oh my God, I haven't seen her in a moon.
Well, there's this particular DJ, DJ Cassidy, and he does a DJ set from home where he puts together all these like songs from the early 2000s or maybe the 90s, and the artist actually like phones in the performance. So on that particular one, it was Khalees, which really like shocked me. Sunshine Anderson, they had Music Soul Child, like just all the hits.
All the hit. Ooh, Music Soul Child. Now, Music Soul Child, white writer, amazing vocalist, and I think he plays the guitar, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he actually has a baby with the lead singer of
702.
Yeah.
Mila,
yeah.
I'm really surprised that I feel like he's like the male Erykah Badu. I am so shocked that like Erykah's career is still going strong. And also he wrote really good music, but I just look at him and I thought he had it all. And I really enjoy his music.
I'm not sure if he's like the male comparison of Erykah, but what Erykah did different was I think she evolved with the times. Because I mean, she just kept coming with album after album. Like, I mean, I'm trying to think of a good one, like Honey or Window Seat, like the mixtape that she did. Like, it was just, I mean, she just evolves with the times.
I would say I feel like Erykah definitely evolved with the times, but like when you mention a song like Window Seat, that's uniquely her. And I felt like Music Soul Child came up with music that was uniquely him. There's a timelessness to Window Seat. Window Seat could have come back out in 95, or it could have came out when it came out. It's still a hit.
Something that happened at the BET Awards, the top of the hour, was Cardi B. She performed with the Migos, and she came out with looked like she was 6 months pregnant.
Everybody, I have to shout out everybody that comes on the Instagram chat. Follow me on Instagram, Alexander Rodgers. So many people on my Instagram chat, and low key, that's where it really goes down, y'all. Y'all want to know Alex's business. Y'all want to have a really good kiki. Follow me on the Instagram for the Instagram chats. That's where we get it crunk. You can curse, you can say whatever you want. I can call. I'm not even going to say it right now, but go on Instagram and you'll find out. That's where I let loose. But everybody on Instagram, and also shout out to fellow YouTuber Forets Rocks, because she called the pregnancy too. They've all been saying, oh, she pregnant, she pregnant, she pregnant. And then I was like, oh, y'all were right.
But moving on, another big story from the BET Awards was Queen Latifah accepting the Lifetime Achievement Award. Much deserved. Queen Latifah has never had a hair out of place in her life.
She has not. I need to do something for that Queen Latifah award, because I also heard that she said happy gay pride and thanked her partner Ebony.
Well, she said happy pride, and then she thanked her partner. Like, I was like, this is the perfect time to do it. It's pride.
I'm gonna show you what she did. I'm getting in my closet. This is what she did. She peeped out like this. Oh, hey, how y'all doing?
I feel like I called it because I was like, you know what? She's gonna have to make this moment memorable, and it's like the last day of Pride weekend. She's gonna make some type of announcement or something. But yeah, she thanked her partner finally. I mean, we all knew, of course, but it was nice to see her actually acknowledge it. Like, I think people think that we want to drag her out the closet. It's not like that. It's just someone so successful as Queen Latifah, like it does so many people a service to see people like that winning, you know?
Exactly, because we didn't get to see anybody gay of color successful. Hell, anybody gay. She is both and has been doing it for 20 years. So it would be, oh, we can look up to you. Like
No, 30 years.
30 years. Wow.
Unity. Oh my God, I love the dedication performance with MC Light and Lil Kim on stage. It was so good.
Now that's pride right there. That's pride. MC Light, Queen Latifah, and Lil Kim. Ooh, that is pride, and I can't wait to watch it. I'm going to review it.
But yeah, speaking of pride, Lil Nas X performed too, and you know, people were in a tizzy because he kissed the guy on BET, and that's a big step for BET because they got B Scott out of there
A few years ago.
Right.
I remember, and B Scott sued their ass, and now B Scott's doing something with BET, like
Right, a full circle moment. He was actually on the BET Awards. He went, he got interviewed, and he's going to have a show, an after show, kind of like Watch What Happens Live, after Leah Waite's 20 something show.
oh.
So yeah, he's going to have that in the fall. So congratulations to B Scott. I mean, that is a true full circle moment. He ran their pockets and got a show out of it.
Cause I read that article when that first happened, and I was 38 hot with him.
Right, and Blanca was a presenter. I forgot the actress's name. I'm so sorry. I know
MJ Rodriguez.
MJ Rodriguez. Yes, I'm sorry. Because last year, what's her name? Angelica Ross mentioned that last year there was hardly any LGBT Black folk on the award show last year. So they
Nope. I mean, well, let's not just last year. She can go back 10, 15, 20 years. Let's take it back to Comic View. When we grew up on the BET Awards, you knew you wasn't going to see no. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Stop me when I'm lying.
But Lil Nas X performance, like I said, his music just isn't from my generation. Like, if the kids like it, I love it. I do think he could be as gay as he want to be on there. Like, I think it's still contrived. It's just my opinion, y'all. It's just my opinion. I feel like next he's gonna have to like top himself. No pun intended. Like he has to like fuck somebody on stage next time to get his point across. Cause the music ain't there. But I mean, I just wish that like Lady Gaga, like the vision matched the music, you know? And for me, it just doesn't yet. And if you watch him dance, ooh, he's kind of stiff. Like that those crunchy body rolls that he be doing, like, it looked uncomfortable. Like that's like contrived.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe if you just had a better choreographer, he needs to get on his Beyonce and get in the dance studio 8 hours a day so he can really give you that breakdown. I will say Beyonce's breakdown in that song with Sean Paul, Baby Boy, on that black, wet thing, iconic.
Oh yeah, don't like even the Deja Vu breakdown.
Ooh, yes, but that's like you're in the studio. You're in the studio 8 hours a day, and you also will never let your backup dancers outdance you. That's something else people don't realize. You can't let your backup dancers outdance you. You are supposed to be the main focal point, but he don't get it. He'll learn eventually.
Right. But shout out to him living his his full gayness, like full throttle. And now a word from our sponsors.
I used to dread going out to crowded clubs, but now that things are back to normal, I am more than happy to go. So while you're waiting in line this summer, getting back to your life, whether you're in airport security or out in front of the club, Best Fiends is boredom's worst enemy. I love Best Fiends and have been playing for, goodness, almost a year now. I'm at level 1799. I love the game because every level is different. You've got new characters to collect, new goals to achieve, and it always keeps the mind busy because you're not doing the same thing over and over. And the best thing about Best Fiends is it's constantly updating all the time. You've got new characters, new puzzles, and new levels.
And the really fun part about Best Fiends is the strategy involved with it. Like just collecting characters based on special abilities, you gain extra points and you can get to level up the fiends. There's just so much that I love about this game. And it really is boredom's worst nightmare, especially when I'm at the club, when I'm watching a boring episode of Atlanta Housewives. It just comes in handy so much. Now, download the 5-star rated puzzle game Best Fiends free today on the App Store or Google Play. That's Friends without the R. That's Friends without the R. Best Fiends. Another highlight, Lil' Kim was interviewed on the carpet. And what's that guy's name on the Breakfast Club?
NJ Envy?
Yeah, him. He asked Lil' Kim, oh, are you interested in verses? And who would you do a verses with? And she just flat out chose violence. Nicki.
Yes. I'm sorry. Lil' Kim will mop the floor with her because Lil' Kim's music is timeless. Nicki's isn't. Nicki's music, like it might be in a soundtrack or two. Kim's music, that's like, oh, if you want to talk about this era, you've got a player.
The kids just don't know. And people keep saying that, like, oh, Nicki would wash Lil' Kim. I'm like, are you serious?
With
like,
what?
Crush on You came out 25 years ago and is still in the club. Any black club you go to, you will hear Crush on You. You will hear her part in All About the Benjamins. You'll hear Ladies Night Remix. Like, hardcore. Pick one. Pick one. And if you want to talk about features, I mean, we could talk about the Mobb Deep, like this or whatever. The Mary J. Blige one, Who You Love and Who You Want to Be. You know, yeah, I'm just like, it'll be a good matchup. But again, I didn't want it to happen because they're not peers. They're not from the same time frame. So, but Kim was like, Nicki. But 1 second. Oh, but there's talks that they already made up. I don't know about that. It's a rumor, but that would be nice if they made up.
Okay, that would be cool.
But what's going to happen when Nicki plays Stupid Hoe or Roman's Revenge? Exactly. She called Lil' Kim a monkey on Stupid Hoe. Right. I feel like, well, let me go check before, because you know they will check.
Oh, well, you know they will.
Oh, so she called her Look Bubbles, go back to your habitat. MJ gone and I ain't having that. How you gonna be the stunt double to the nigga monkey? Top off that, I'm in the Phantom looking hella chunky. Then ice my wrists, then I piss on bitches. You can suck on this nigga if you take these jizzes. Yeah, like it's kind of a bop. It's kind of a bop.
I was gonna say, like, I did like that song. Like, Nicki, that's the thing. Nicki has kind of a bops, but Lil' Kim has classics that define a generation. I would say Nicki has Itty Bitty Piggy.
And she has the monster lyric. Like, people still play that.
She's got those two, but she ain't got Lil' Kim cred just yet.
I prefer Nicki Minaj go against Drake because it's someone in her peer group and they can go hit for hit.
I would say that, yep, same time frame, same kind of music, but different enough where you could appreciate each style.
And it don't have to be, you know, two women going head to head. It could be like a woman against a guy. I don't think they've had that yet.
Right. And again, it's not like, you know, who's better. It's supposed to be about like a real celebration of music because like even Trina came on, they celebrated each other. Jill Scott and Erykah Badu. Jill Scott and Erykah Badu, that was a compliment fest. I was like, yeah, like we get it. Y'all aren't fighting. Y'all could just play the damn music. Like, we don't need between every song, it was 5 minutes of just, and this is why we know you love her. We love her too. That's why we're here. That's why we're here. We love both of you.
So, just speaking of Lil' Kim, 50 Cent had something to say about Lil' Kim.
Oh, Lord.
You know how 50 Cent loves to go after women for some reason. Like, just pick on people for no reason. Like, they didn't do nothing to him, except for Tierra Marie. So when Lil' Kim was performing the Queen Latifah tribute, she had something very unique. She had like a bang, and she had a Prada thing on it. You saw the picture, I'm sure.
Yes.
And then she was in all white. 50 Cent compared her to an owl. Like, it was a side-by-side picture of an owl and Lil' Kim. So yeah,
again, I can't argue with the truth. That's kind of funny.
It was a little accurate. It was a little accurate. Lil' Kim's husband said something in the comments, and then Lil' Kim came back and kind of read him. So this is what Lil' Kim had to say. Laugh emoji, the accuracy. Hilarious, I ain't bothered not one bit. My family and friends more mad than me. Shit like this don't move me one way or another because I'm still a bad bitch. Still want to be till this day and I love it. 50 Cent, I see you still in your feels about that dinner date you asked me on that I had to turn down. Let it go. You have a beautiful girlfriend. I have a loving husband. Let it go. And for those of you coming at my husband, Mr. Papers, he did real N-word shit. What a husband is supposed to do. All y'all can go to hell, not respectfully. 50 Cent, I addressed that situation all in my book coming in November. Make sure you go get it. Pre-orders available now.
Oh, no, not the promo. Not the promo. She said, oh, if I'm going to address you, I'm going to promote my book. Not only was that a read and a roast, but the mic drop was, and this is why you're really here, so I can make a coin off of this. Now, 50, now you may be making money, but did you get a coin off of this read? No.
I don't know why he just be picking on people so much.
Because he's unhappy with his own life and his mother didn't love him. He needs to go to therapy, get over the fact that you had a crackhead mom and move on. Then you'll stop hating everybody else.
Yeah. I was just thinking it was the trauma of being shot 9 times.
He was shot 9 times. Here's the thing. You might get shot once or twice because it ain't your fault. Like, that just might be some bad luck. If you get shot 9 times, no, that was you. You were being an asshole. You were being an asshole. I'm saying one of them shots you deserved. I want to hear all about the 9 bullets. One of those you deserve. One of those you did something where you tell somebody what happened. Yeah, I'd shoot somebody for that too. That's what it is.
So everyone is talking about Wendy Williams and Tabitha yesterday. Did you hear about that story?
I heard about that. I'm like, who's messing with Tabitha Brown? She is out here doing the Lord's work, giving us good vegan recipes and encouraging TikTok. I love her voice. I love her presence. Like, what on earth would a monster like Wendy Williams have to say about such a beautiful person like Tabitha Brown?
So I'm not familiar with Tabitha, but thank you for letting me know about it. Clearly you are familiar with her.
Very familiar. She's the shit.
She's so happy and gregarious. Like, I'm just like, oh my God, is anyone ever that happy?
On camera, yeah.
Good point. The story was on Wendy Williams was Tabitha's retiring her husband. She, like, her husband worked in the police force for 15 years. She was like, babe, you can quit. Like, I got you. So you can do your dreams or whatever. And then Wendy had something to say about that. She was saying that, like, oh, like dealing with, she was comparing it to her situation and how it didn't work out for her. And then she kind of said that, oh yeah, they're going to have marital problems soon. Because
One, they're too old to have marital problems. And the thing is, Wendy, you settled for Kevin and allowed him to cheat on you for years. And then when he finally went on and had a baby on you and broke your heart, and you finally had to publicly acknowledge because everybody knew, yeah, that's why you have marital issues. Tabitha retiring her husband, that's what couples are supposed to do. It's supposed to be, babe, I got you. It's supposed to be, you ain't got to worry about the mortgage. It's supposed to be, if you need something, I'm the brother to bring it to you. That's what it's supposed to be. But Wendy never had that, and Wendy never had the option to have that. She settled for less, and she has to deal with her own consequences. She knows nothing about Tabitha's successful marriage.
Well, yeah, Wendy Williams was like, for her husband's gonna be like, no, you work. I'm not gonna be working for both of us while you do what you're gonna do.
What, Wendy? Are you kidding me? Wendy, your husband lived off you from day fucking one. Your husband lived off you for 30 years, and then you still have to pay him in perpetuity. He walked away with half your business, girl. And you gonna say, oh, please. You've been getting pimped for years. You have been paying for your husband for years. You was paying for a shitty one. You was paying to get cheated on. You were the star. The only thing he had to manage was you. If it wasn't for you, there would have been nothing.
She said she learned from her mistakes. That's why she's so against what Tabitha is doing.
That's her mistake, but her mistake was you gave him 30 years and he did nothing. Tabitha and her husband, he gave her 30 years and gave her everything. So now it's, oh, I got on, so this is great for us. Wendy, you worked to keep your husband. Tabitha ain't working to keep that man. That man wanted to be there. Your husband didn't. Your husband was only there for the money.
And just for clarification for the sticklers, Wendy and her husband, well, ex-husband, I think they were together for maybe like 21 years, 22. And then Tabitha, her and her husband were together for 23 years. So he gave her 15 years or something like that, like of him working. And now that they're like in a better place, she said, honey, you don't have to work anymore. But all this got to Tabitha. And yesterday she gave her like the nicest, holiest read that I've ever seen. Like just so eloquent, didn't curse her out. Like, this is an excerpt from it. Wendy, the pain you must be in to feel this way, honey, I'm so sorry. But listen, let me tell you this. 23 years I've been with my husband, broke for a very long time together, struggled for a very long time together, succeeded for the last couple of years together. Yeah, she explained like how her husband took the job in the police department to help support her dreams, and now it's her turn to help support him to pursue his dream. She told Wendy that you haven't experienced this love before, and I'm sorry. Like, and I hope you find the love because you were in a lot of pain. Like, it was just such a, she just said, God, hopefully God blesses you. That's the first time I've ever heard of this woman.
Oh, well, she's really big on TikTok. She is amazing. And she doesn't just do like vegan food videos. She'll also just do videos of like, hey, I just wanted to tell you that you're loved and you're special and you are good enough just the way you are. Like she does inspirational stuff like that. Like you'll be scrolling through TikTok and you'll just see that. And it's like, she's just so positive and so wonderful.
And lastly, she said, I pray that someone will love you enough to see you and when you are not well, to see you when you need true support, to see you when you need compassion, to see you when you need kindness. I pray that someone loves you enough to sacrifice their life for you. I pray that that type of love finds you so that you can understand why I don't want my husband to put his life on the line anymore, wearing a bulletproof vest if he don't have to, and if it's not his desire. Oof, it was just such a thorough read. Like Wendy has to address this. She has to, because it went viral. It was just so eloquent and nice and polite.
I think Wendy really needs to address the mess that is her personal life and the crap that is her mediocre show now. I think she's got enough fish to fry.
Yeah, the thing is, people get outraged about Wendy, but back then she was worse. This is the nice version of Wendy Williams on TV. Now just imagine Wendy on radio, how she would fare today. She would be canceled.
That's the thing, like the root of how you do is homophobic.
Yes. Well, a lot of Tabitha's fans are now under Wendy Williams' comments and putting avocado emojis under it.
I told you she was a vegan cook. Audible is the leading provider of spoken word entertainment all in one place. At Audible, you can find the audiobooks that you want, from classics to new releases, as well as amazing podcasts and original content. As an Audible member, you'll get 1 credit every month for any title in our premium selection. The bestsellers, the buzziest releases, and celebrity memoirs. You'll also get access to our Popular Plus catalog, filled with audiobooks, original entertainment, not to mention guided fitness and meditation. You can get ad-free versions of your favorite shows and exclusive series, and all are included with your membership, so you can download and stream all you want, no credits needed. With everything you love, you listen to all in one app. Audible is your playlist for life. New members can always try Audible for 30 days on us.
With an Audible membership, you can download titles, listen offline, anytime, anywhere. The app is free and can also be installed on all smartphones and tablets. You can listen across devices without losing your spot. You can keep your credits for up to a year. And if you're not loving your selection, you can simply swap it out for another. Now, my personal recommendation on Audible is Mariah Carey's memoir, The Meaning of Mariah. The audiobook is composed of her memories, her mishaps, her struggles, her survival, and of course, her songs. It's really Mariah Carey unfiltered. I enjoyed it so much, and hearing Mariah's voice on the audiobook made the experience extra special, and I definitely recommend it. The new Plus catalog makes Audible membership so much more valuable and gives all the members a chance to listen to and discover new favorites and new formats. Audible is excited to offer members an exciting new way to explore their interests with the included Plus catalog. Start your free 30-day trial today by visiting audible.com/roast or text roast to 500-500. Again, that's audible.com/roast or text roast to 500-500 to start your free 30-day trial on us.
Let's see, what would my emoji be? I think it would be that dancing salsa lady for the shimmy.
Oh, yeah.
I've noticed like people have just like put that like in the chat. So I think that's just like the Biffa emoji.
Right. Some breaking news today. The athlete Sha'Carri Richardson, like the wonderful Black girl with that fiery orange hair, unfortunately, she tested positive for a drug test for THC and marijuana. And now they're not going to let her be in one of the Olympic Games. I'm just like, wow, like they really trying to just stop us. Like they knew she was the fastest. They knew she was probably going to win. And they wanted to find one thing to stop her. Like this girl just lost her mom and she said she had to turn to something to help her. I mean, she's suspended for 4 weeks, a month. And they said it was possible that she might miss it, but I think she most likely might miss it. And everyone's just calling outrage on this because they think it's anti-Black. Like it has nothing to do with her performance on the field. Like,
absolutely not.
If you can be high and run like that fast, she should get 2 trophies.
Really? Because we can't get off the couch.
Right.
That breaks my heart. I was so happy when like I saw her running with the hair and the nails and the full Black woman fabulosity and the excellence. And I was just like, oh yes, another Simone Biles.
Yeah, I mean, she apologized and she said on her Twitter, I'm human, you know?
They just trying to stop the Black girl magic from coming through, but they can't.
Yeah, the Tokyo Olympics have been doing a lot of like shitty things.
The earthquakes, bad weather, that Fukushima thing where y'all can't even get your nuclear power plants together. Get your power plants together before you try to police a Black woman on her THC. Get your power plants together. You knew those fucking hurricanes were coming. You didn't do your job when it comes to nuclear power. Now, you know you get earthquakes and you know you get tsunamis, so you need to have your shit prepared for that. And you don't even have your shit prepared for the natural stuff. So how are you even going to be prepared for a Black woman that fabulous, that fast, and that strong? That's why you wanted to keep her out.
The next story, you know how we were saying free Britney last week?
Mm-hmm.
Well, in this country, we have Britney Spears locked up, but Bill Cosby is free. Right? We said free Britney, not free Bill. Like, it's so crazy. And you know what really hurts out of that entire situation? Phylicia Rashad's comment on Twitter. Let me read it because, oh my God, she got the wrath. She put in all caps, finally, a terrible wrong is being righted. A miscarriage of justice is corrected. And she made sure to disable the replies. But she got 10,000 quote tweets in 40 minutes. Wow. Just wow. And I was like,
I don't know why Phylicia is so committed to being with the wretched after she done already had big fun.
It's jarring for me to see so many people curse that woman out. Like, they said, fuck you. They called her a bitch. They were trying to come for this lady's job at Howard because she just got a dean position.
She said something stupid when this first happened. Those women in an attack on the culture. And I was just like, okay, maybe it's just you're upset that, you know, your residuals are getting cut. But girl, you still out here really trying to defend this man.
I get it's her opinion, and I'm not going to curse her out. I definitely disagree with it, but I feel like I'm not going to curse Phylicia Rashad out. That's all. I do think she's making a horrible mistake. How many times do we see an incredible Black woman stick her neck out for a toxic ass person? Y'all know what word I want to use, but yeah. Like, we just see it time and time again. And just for her to just do that, I'm just really disappointed. That's all. This sparked so many things. Janet Hubert, Blacktress, she called her out. She said, Phylicia, what are you thinking? I don't know you, but to say this was terribly wrong. Everyone knew that he was doing that back then. How could you not? Get your umbrella, sister. Here comes the shit shower. I am outraged that he has been released. Yes, he is an old-ass guilty man. She says she knows 5 women who have not come forward. Enough, y'all. We know better. Powerful men do wrong things, Black or white.
Right.
So she felt it. She felt it. Howard had to come out with a statement. They were like reprimanding her, but they didn't fire her or take away her position.
Quiet as it's kept, she might lose that gig. You can't side with that. You just can't. There's no way around it. And it's also like, don't you have a pussy? You see, if he was trying to get in your puss, then would you have the same opinion? Or because it didn't happen to you, are you okay with it happening to other women?
Yeah. But she did release a statement. She deleted the post on her Instagram. I'm not sure about Twitter, but I fully support survivors of sexual assault coming forward. My post was in no way intended to be insensitive to their truth. Really? Personally, I know from friends and family that such abuse has lifelong residual effects. My heartfelt wish is for healing. The damage.
You know what? You and Bill belong in the same damn pod. Now we see why the show works so well. You are two of a kind.
So unfortunate. On a lighter note, let's get to TV. Sheree, again, we are getting more clues that she might come back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. She posted a tongue-in-cheek post. She has a post on her Instagram right now. It says, when the phone keeps ringing, at some point you just gotta answer. And it shows her in the Bravo Clubhouse, and everyone's thinking, okay, maybe she got a contract. Now, I don't mind her coming back as a friend of the show, but not a full-time cast member.
I don't want to see Sheree until she fixes her speech impediment and comes out with her line. when she can start talking with the marble mouth, then I'd actually be interested in seeing her because I know I will be able to understand the words that are coming out of her mouth. Honestly, I understand Jocelyn Hernandez better than Sheree Whitfield at this point.
Not more than no.
I'm
Jocelyn.
sorry. You see, the way Jojo talks, you slowly learn to understand the nuances in the way that she speaks, the staccato. It's very she speaks very staccato. You get it, but I don't know how I would understand that.
But yeah, and Andy is on record saying that there's going to be a cast shakeup. Hopefully.
I mean, I'm sorry, Andy Cohen, we didn't seen your face, fella. We know you look like an old man when you don't have access to Botox twice a week. I'm over him.
So Cynthia, we're still hearing those rumors that she's going to get the axe. She went on Wendy Williams' show the same week I went. I was wishing that I went to that one. But Wendy told her point blank to her face, you know what? I think you should be fired because I feel like you don't have really any more story to give. And I don't want to see you get divorced. I don't want to see you get into a fight with anybody. Like, he told her that. And then I think Cynthia, she, played it coy. She kept it cute. And then Wendy asked her, well, who do you not want to see come back? And she said, well, it rhymes with Mimi Teeks. Like, she couldn't even say, she didn't even want to say Nene's name. But basically, she does not want Nene to come back ever.
Who's Nene?
The owner of the Latifah Lounge in Atlanta.
Oh, okay. Because I wasn't here for the fired and forgotten. I've honestly moved on with my life without Nene, and so is everyone else. No, the thing is, Cynthia can play it coy because Cynthia actually has a husband who hasn't cheated on her for the past 20-something years and, had a whole baby on her. So yeah, Wendy can say to Cynthia, I think that you should be fired. But when Kevin said to her, I'm having another baby and I'm keeping it, that's the harsher read. So Cynthia can always walk out with her head held high, knowing that you can say whatever you want to me. Your husband had a baby on you and left with half your money. I'm not that stupid.
Well,
Cynthia got with Leon and knew how to actually co-parent and enjoyed her life. She got more out of her marriage to Penelope Thomas Bailey. So sure, Wendy can try to say nasty little things because she's had a nasty little life.
Well, I mean, I'm always here for Wendy Reed. I mean, she really does reap what she sows. So I don't think you're being too harsh on Wendy. It's like she's been way harsher in her radio days. So, hey.
Also, I'm not lying. I am stating facts. To be with someone for 30 years just so they can cut and run on you and have another baby, I would be hurt. And then they leave you, an afflicted addict. You've got feet that look like fossils. You're on the lymphedema machine and you're dealing. I'm saying you can put your hand over all you want. She's still a cokehead. She said on TV, I cook crack. These are her words, not mine. But I couldn't imagine having somebody cut and run at the end like that. Ooh, now that's harsh. Now you see, life was harsh to Wendy. That's harsh. I could never be that harsh because I could never have a baby on her after 30 years and take all her money. No matter what I say, it's never going to be that harsh.
In other TV news, let's stick with Housewives. So I was watching Watch What Happens live after Beverly Hills this week. Garcelle was on. Garcelle was a good guest. She gave some good tea. So they were talking about Denise, and Garcelle was like, oh, Denise said she wants to come back. And then Andy Cohen's ears just perked up. He was like, oh, really? She was like, yeah, really. But she said, if one person leaves. And Messy Andy, he was like, oh, well, who? Does it begin, are the initials LR? And then Garcelle was just laughing. She didn't answer. But basically, Denise Richards will come back if Lisa Rinna is kicked off.
Denise Richards, you have overestimated your popularity. I don't know what white juice you've been drinking, but excuse me, bitch. You have not brought enough to the show in the 2 fucking years you were on. I got more out of Teddy goddamn Mellencamp than you. You really think you added enough to Beverly Hills to get rid of Lisa the Lip Rinna? Are you out of your mind? Now, there is one thing Lisa Rinna can do, and it's be good reality TV. Denise, really? You are pathetic. You couldn't handle Lisa Rinna. And it's like, I'm sorry, you couldn't handle Lisa Rinna, a woman who you've out-earned for years. Really? You're pathetic. Denise Richards showed the true weak white woman that she is. I can deal with strong white women, but she is pathetic. She showed how pathetic she was. She's a wimp. She's a panty waist. She can't stand up for herself. I mean, that's probably why she was with Charlie Sheen all those years. I'm sorry, reality TV is for strong, self-assured women. And that, Denise, you are nothing of the sort.
I did not expect that Denise Richards read. I really did not expect that.
Here's my problem with Denise Richards. She, once upon a time, was a beautiful white woman. Now she kind of looks like shit. But once upon a time, she was a beautiful white woman, and she did get all the roles. Once upon a time, she's still walking around acting like she has that value, and she doesn't. How dare you come on reality TV and think that they're going to play to your rules? The world does not play by your rules. She is the literal definition of white entitlement. You came onto this show, you got $1 million, and you still think you should have to do less.
Well, allegedly, someone told me that she's not on Bold and Beautiful anymore. So maybe that's why she doesn't mind coming back on.
Well, she's neither bold nor beautiful.
Well,
the Big Brother Season 23 live feeds open July 7th with an all-new group of house guests moving into the newly redesigned house and living together under 24/7 surveillance. It's sure to be a high-stakes summer full of big risks and big rewards, where one wrong gamble could cost a house guest everything, including the $500,000 grand prize.
With 94 HD cameras and 113 microphones, the competitors' every move is recorded, and with the live feeds, you can see how it all plays out. Listen in on every conversation, argument, and alliance from every angle, all at once with the multi-camera setup when they open after the season 23 premiere. Get nonstop access to the house guests exclusively on Paramount Plus. Head to ParamountPlus.com/BB23 to try it free today.
I've been waiting to get Denise's ass for a minute. I'm like, now here's the thing. You ain't gonna come on TV and waste my motherfucking time. I had to look at your ass for 20 motherfucking episodes a year, and you brought me nothing. I had to make you more interesting. The fuck?
Well, in other news, Meghan McCain made the announcement that she is leaving The View after 4 years. She's gonna be finishing out the rest of this month, and she'll be gone. Bye, Ashy. Bye, Phylicia. Bye, Pumpkin. Yeah.
I can't wait to go to her funeral.
Oh my goodness.
It is gonna be a ball, a ball.
We're gonna edit that out. We're gonna edit
Nope.
that out.
Nope. That's my new insult. I can't wait to go to your funeral. We are going to tear it up. I can't wait. That's my new saying. I can't wait to go to your funeral.
All comments by Alexander Rodgers are by Alexander Rodgers and Alexander Rodgers thoughts. It has no, Chris Diggins has no type of agreements with Alex Rodgers. He speaks for himself. Chris Diggins has his own point of view. So whatever Alexander Rodgers says, that is what Alexander Rodgers says. But anywho, I'm not going to miss her on this show. Maybe they'll give it to Anna Navarro now full time. She's a Republican that can actually stand sometimes. She was telling the co-host like she was leaving. Her reason is, well, the alleged reason is, she's not coming back to New York. She has a whole family in DC area. She's happy there. I'm fine with it. I really am.
What kind of lie is she telling? You're from Arizona.
Well, she
Like
said
your father was a famous senator from Arizona. Like y'all's people are in Arizona. Was that not the state he was representing? Why don't you go back there since you're so American? Go back and help the people of Arizona. I don't want her on the East Coast. Put her in the desert. That way she can't come out too much. I want her to get sunburn. She needs some good Arizona sunburn.
Well, she says she built a family and life in DC and she loves it. She's about her friends and family. And I'm guessing she doesn't want to go back. But I'm thinking the real reason is we can't stand her. She's tired of being read for filth by, Joy or Whoopi or Sunny, and getting it from all directions like a train.
And the general public.
Yes.
I mean, even your hairstylist doesn't like you.
Someone else deserves a roast on here, and it's Caitlyn Jenner for what she said this past week. So as y'all know, she's running for governor of California, and the Republicans have been trying this whole critical race theory in schools, have been trying to get that out. So Caitlyn says, if I become governor, I will do everything to fight critical race theory being taught to our children. I want to bring the power of the classroom back to the parents and families, not the teachers union or bureaucrats in Sacramento.
Well, that's the problem, is it has been with the parents and they haven't been teaching their kids because they don't know. But also, oh God, well, I guess I can say this, Caitlyn, girl, really? You couldn't even run your own family.
The Republicans don't give a fuck about you. She's such a disappointment, Like, even if she's like, a trans woman, she's still on the same level as Tommy Loren. I see the same way, and I can read Caitlyn without saying something transphobic, as y'all saw me a few weeks ago. Like, she will never get the love her family gave her ever again. She's ostracized from that family. So she doesn't know real love. She'll never know real love. No one will love her. That's why she's trying to run for governor, because she wants attention.
You ended up getting tricked by a succubus after you won the Olympics. You were with her for several years, and yeah, they want nothing to do with you anymore. And you're trying to be like, hey, I'm over here, I matter. You don't matter. As a Californian, you think I'm voting for you? You're out of your mind.
Yeah, good luck, y'all in California, because you have someone else running for governor. It's Vicky Gunvalson's husband.
Oh, Jesus. Honestly, I'm sick of now everybody's trying to run for freaking governor. Matthew McConaughey trying to run for governor of Texas. It's like, no, we have to stop voting for you because you're famous. No, I'm tired of it.
Moving on, we have two WTF stories. There's one that I think me and you can relate to. And another one is just, there's no way else to put it, but it's the ghetto. It really is. But the first one is an Iowa man arrested for calling in a bomb threat after McDonald's didn't include the dipping sauce with his chicken nuggets. And I get that anger. When I get home and I got a fresh 20-piece and I ain't got Nan sauce, oh my God.
And it's like, you had one fucking job. You had one job and you sure got my money. You sure got, now, unless I walked out with did you forget to get the money? When you forget to get the money, then you can forget the sauce.
So when he got home, he called McDonald's and he threatened to blow it up because the restaurant didn't include any dipping sauces for him. Now, I remember, I forgot who I was in the car with. But I came from McDonald's and I got like a 10-piece. I was starving. They gave me the wrong sauce. They gave me the mustard one. I don't like the mustard one. I'm not sure if you like the honey mustard or whatever.
I like a honey mustard barbecue mix. So yeah, I could do that, but it wasn't what you asked for and wasn't what you paid for. Did they forget to get your money? Did they get the money wrong? Did they charge you $4 less?
It was like the hot mustard or something. I don't know. But when I saw it, I literally threw it against my window shield. And I was just like, damn it. I didn't mean to do that. Like all I had was, now I had hot mustard on my window. But anyway, back to the story. So the police contacted the phone number because they were reported, of course. They say he admitted over the phone and during an interview at the police department that he made the threats. He was charged with a Class D felony for making a false report of explosive or incendiary device.
I wish he hadn't done that, but I would say this. If he had gone back to the McDonald's and sat there and waited for somebody to get off work and fucked them all the way up, I wouldn't be mad.
He was booked into jail on Saturday and was released on bond that Sunday.
Good. I was going to say I got 5 on it because they had one job. And again, you never fuck up with getting your money, but you feel free to fuck up my order. Feel free. Oh, what's the big deal?
I think it's a combination of being hangry too. Like you're hungry and you're angry.
Yep. Nuggets are useless without the sauce. I could have aggravated myself. I did not pay you for aggravation. I did not pay you to bring another problem into my life. No, that's the thing. People want to be like, oh, you should be, oh, you're making a big deal. You're making a big deal. Well, here's the thing. Let them start fucking up the money. Let them start charging me 99 cents or 49. Fuck up the money. You never fuck up the money. You never fuck up what you're supposed to get ever. Ever. You've got a whole, here's the thing. McDonald's has a system in place where they do not start making the food until they've gotten your money. So if you're getting my money, no, it needs to be what it is and what exactly I fucking told you. Because if you make sure I never fuck up with the payment never fucks up. So if I have to be that perfect, then so do you.
Well, moving on to the other WTF story. Did you see that picture that's making the rounds on the internet? It went viral. It's a black couple and they're on a flight. And you saw they had like a whole seafood boil out. Like they had 2 pans. Now this is the picture. Now, what if you walk past this on your flight? You were sitting in like behind these people. Like you see, this is lobster.
That's
and this
beautiful. Do you know what I would do? Do you got a plate?
Really? I think that is just so trifling.
Really? Oh, then I'm trifling because when I went to see Black Panther, I had macaroni and cheese, I had fried chicken, I had candy yams, and I had tuna salad. And I ate that in the movie theater. So if I'm on a plane and that's what I want to eat, I will eat that. You mind your business. Stay hungry. Stay hungry.
You know what? I'm that person who would be like, excuse me. This party in front of me is smelling up the whole fucking plane. That's the difference. Movie theater, plane. I can't leave the plane if I want, And what if they're on the plane flight to California? They had a whole boil set out. They had these are lobsters, not crawfish.
Well, they need to bring back better airplane food then so that there's an actual option. They brought that, it's a 5-hour flight to California, you hungry. Please, all they bring around is them sad little chips. And they want to start charging for that. No, I'm with them. I'm going to disagree. I'm with them. And also, here's the thing. If you want to complain about smells, too many people walk around unbathed. I'm sorry, unless I can ring I don't like your cologne. Do you know how much cologne and perfume I have to smell? And I can't ring the button for that. So I'm sorry, you're going to put up with this butter. You're going to put up with this lemon zest. I got to put up with your stench. All the people on planes without shoes on.
Well, you heard it here first. Alex will bring a whole seafood boil on the plane.
Sure will.
And will dare you to say something about it.
That's a moment where it's like, he's eating, leave him alone. Don't say anything because you're not going to like what you get.
I'm telling. I'm not going to tell you, but I'm going to get somebody else that works there to tell you.
Good luck.
I can just see you now in first class, just going off on the lobster, bib on, like the garlic butter over here, like eating the potato and the corn, just having yourself a good old time. Oh my
and then you go and try to fuck it up. And also, I don't think lobster, I don't think that a seafood boil is that stinky. Like, maybe food, but also food smells. Like, that's the thing. We're humans, we eat food, food smells.
Well, there's fried chicken that carries, and then there's seafood, and then all those spices and stuff. You definitely smell that. I'm just thinking it's just a little. I don't know. It's a little trifling for me. That's all I'm saying. It's a little trifling.
And I would say
It wasn't in first class. It wasn't in first class. This was in like regular coach. They were doing this.
they were hungry. And also, why am I changing my eating habits to make other people who pay not nan bill in this house feel comfortable?
Well,
they ain't doing shit for me. Not shit, but I'm worried about your nose, not fuck your nose.
Well, we'll see what TSA has to say about it. But anywho, y'all, unfortunately, I missed two verses. I missed one purposely. It was the Bow Wow versus Soulja Boy. I didn't care about it. And then the one that happened yesterday was Keith Sweat versus Bobby Brown, which is actually a good versus. Like, that's a good matchup to me. And,
you know, I'm still stuck on the first battle because that was the true versus.
Which one?
Soulja Boy versus Bow Wow. That is a verse versus a verse. Oh. That is the ultimate versus.
I had to catch it. But Bobby and Keith, they were like two drunk uncles on the stage. And I did not know Keith Sweat wrote "Just Got Paid."
Oh, well, I hope it's kept him paid.
Oh, I'm sure. And you know that's Lisa Wu's baby daddy.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
Oh, Lisa Wu. Where is she?
Right. I was about to say Lisa Wu Hartwell, but can't say that anymore.
No. And you can't say Lisa Wu Sweat. So it's just.
Is that his real last name? I don't think that's his real last name.
No, but she never had his real last name either.
Damn. You are ruthless.
Oh, no, I'm just honest.
I just want to give a recommendation to everyone on the television tip. It's on Amazon Prime, and it's Mary J. Blige's documentary of the My Life album. She's celebrating the 25-year anniversary of it. It's a cute hour and 20 minutes, and it focuses just on that album and how important it was. I'm not sure if you are familiar with the album, but she said
the My Life album?
Yeah.
My life in the sunshine. The remix she did of Roy Ayers, I'm quite familiar. That I think is one of her best works. But I would say my favorite Mary J. Blige song, while we're talking about her, is the DMX. She did a song with DMX, Sincerity. I think, no, it wasn't DMX. It was Nas, Sincerity with Nas. It's a deep album cut. It was when she came out with the Mary album. It didn't make the first release of the album, it made the second, but that's one of my favorite songs of Mary. And I also love Mary because her sound is indescribably New York.
Oh yeah. And it was just such a beautiful documentary. It was talking about what she went through in her life. They went through her first two albums because I'm guessing like My Life was just such an important album to her because she was just really going through it at that time. She was still with, is his name Casey?
I think so.
Yeah, with Casey and JoJo, like that crazy relationship. And you had Puffy, you had Nas, you had Alicia Keys, you had Method Man. They were all like just saying how, great Mary is. And it was nice. It made me want to go and listen to the My Life album again. She has so many good songs on that.
Mary really knows how to pick a song. Not just now, she will be a little flat. I love her. I love it. She'll get a little flat now. But she still knows how to pick a song and how to work it, even being a little flat.
I agree. She's always the queen. I'll see her in concert. She created a whole genre on her back.
Mm.
Like mixing R&B with hip hop beats. Like that was her first. So that was amazing. Like I hope Mary gets her flowers. I'm sure she already had a tribute to her already.
They did a good one at the BET Awards, I think, either last year or maybe the year before, where like she came out and did a really good medley of her hits. Method Man was
Oh
there.
yeah. And Lil Kim came out too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I enjoyed that. I'd like to see that again.
Oh yeah. Well, y'all, I think we've reached the end of the episode. I will see you sooner than Phylicia Rashad's sins.
I'll see you sooner than Wendy Williams sees real love. Shout out to Tabitha Brown.
God bless you, Wendy.